Hello and welcome back to my channel. I just ate, so I'm sorry. It's been a long day. And I'm about to practice, but I wanted to give you all a mental health update with myself and perhaps talk about a few mental health stigmas that I feel are important to address. So the last time I did this, it was about winter, so a lot has happened since then. I think it's super important to talk about mental health in an open, safe way. I'm going to be 100% straightforward with you all. Like, this is my life, but if I can give some guidance or help somebody answer a few questions, great. So in the winter, I was taking Zoloft for my anxiety, mainly for my anxiety and panic attacks, but also for like depression or whatever. I have to hiccup. Okay. I kept raising the dosage and then I would lower it, and then it was just like back and forth a lot, and I just felt stunted emotionally. It did help my panic attacks, and I still would have them, but I felt nothing. Like, I felt like I was floating on a cloud. After raising the prescription, my psychiatrist and I thought that it was summer, and my reasoning was that I'm not I'm doing things, but I'm not like doing anything like schoolwork or like important life things like that. So I felt like I could experiment with different medications. So then I started taking Prozac, and I really did not like how that made me feel. Yeah, I honestly don't remember specifically what I didn't like about it, but I just like didn't like it. Oh, it made me really sleepy. I remember that. It was like the best sleep I ever had, which was great, but it just didn't make me feel good. So currently I am taking Cymbalta, and I was taking 30 milligrams, and I recently raised my dosage to 60. The difference between Prozac and Cymbalta and Zoloft is that Zoloft is an SSRI, so it's like serotonin, right? And then an SNRI is the Cymbalta and Prozac, which is norepinephrine and serotonin, I believe. So it's like an extra oomph. And I have like little to no panic attacks, which I am very grateful for. I don't feel emotionally blunted, which I think is great. I can have feelings again. But I do feel like still depressed a little. I don't know if that's just a me thing and like I have to work on that, but that's how I've been feeling. The first thing, mental illness stigma that I want to address is pill shaming people. There are numerous people in my life and random people in my life who pill shame me, and even on the internet, like, and some of you all are like, you shouldn't be taking medication, like it's unnatural, it's gonna mess with your brain chemicals, and it's gonna like put you through hell and things like that. And I think medication honestly was the best route for me because I'm able to like live a more fulfilled life without having to worry about having a panic attack. And like I do still go to therapy and I see my psychiatrist and I have a good diet and I try to eliminate stressors and work on coping mechanisms, but like the medication kind of takes the edge off. So yeah, it takes the edge off. And so I could like work on these coping mechanisms and work on myself in a much more focused way. I know that it is frustrating for people to receive the criticism of pill shaming because everybody's story is different, and I feel like you shouldn't judge a person by the medication they're taking because it can make them feel so much better. I'm going to be a senior in college this year, and it's honestly very stressful because I keep saying this a lot, but it's like the expectation of being a senior and like having your shit together is weird. And like I'm still exploring a few options, and like I have to learn to stop comparing myself and my journey to the people around me, because we all have different journeys and want different things and have different talents. So it just doesn't make sense for that. I also doubt myself a lot. A lot of the worries that I have is like me being incapable to do something because I am stressed, or because of my anxiety, or because I just know myself and know that I can get lazy sometimes, or I just have a hard time focusing and prioritizing, and I always like dig myself into this hole by like taking on too many things. And I feel like I might have done that, but I don't want to speak too soon, and I don't want to have expectations. I just want to go in. But also, I am a confident person. People have described me as having a lot of confidence, and right now I don't, which scares me a little bit because I'm a true believer in like faking it till you're making it and like all that jazz. But I just feel like I just don't feel as like sure of myself, and I'm even like, is it worth faking it? So there's that. I'm also like having an identity crisis because I threw a lot of my clothes out because they were like too big or old, or I didn't like them and I never wore them. And now I just like don't have a lot of clothes in my closet, like no interesting pieces. And I'm just kind of like, what do I like to wear? Like everything is neutral. School starts on Monday. I don't have an outfit picked out. I usually do. It's very unlike me. And now it's all like, well, is that you? And then there's makeup. I'm wearing minimal makeup today, and it's kind of all been like smushed up. But for me, makeup has been like a creative outlet. I enjoy playing with makeup. I also have rosacea, and I had like really awful skin growing up, so like makeup would cover it. So like I always felt insecure about it. But I guess makeup has kind of just been a mask and like lets me step into like a personality. And now since my face has been clearing up a little bit, or I'm not as bothered with appearing in public without makeup, I it just like, it confuses me and I feel a little confused. So yeah, that's where I stand. This is my water bottle Sloan. I'm gonna go practice. Maybe I'll put in a snippet of what I sound like, but we'll see. But thank you for joining me. And I'm sorry this wasn't an ASMR video.